This is the BESTEK travel power brick. It's actually a little mini extension cord. It has about a 2-foot extension cord on it. And this has a European socket. So you plug this into a European 220 volt outlet, and you can plug US devices into these three guys here. They must be able to accept 220 volts, so it's not a voltage converter. Now the cable can, push out the back and lay flat, or you can fold it down like this if you want to sit it on a table. In addition to the three outlets here, you also have power delivery USB-C ports and QuickCharge USB-A ports. If you plug one device into power delivery, you can get 65 watts out of it. If you plug more devices in, that wattage is kind of shared between the different devices. All right, when you plug this guy in, there's a pretty bright blue light that turns on that lets you know it has power. Plugged into a single USB-C power delivery port, it is negotiated up to 20 volts. It's delivering 3.1 amps. And so power-wise, that is almost 64 watts. So that's pretty darn close to the advertised 65 watts. So I'm going to say one port, it'll give you 64 watts. All right, I have two devices plugged into the two USB-C power delivery ports. The first device is doing 20 volts at 2.2 amps, and so that's basically getting 45 watts of power. The second device is limited to 20 watts, so it's at the 12 volt level, so it's able to do two different voltages, 45 to this guy, 20 watts to that guy. I have one USB-C port, and the USB-C port is delivering 45 watts, and one USB-A port, which is working with the QuickCharge standard at 9 volts. So it was able to do quick charging on the USB-A port when there's only one USB-C port plugged in. Alright, so this guy does a good job distributing power among all of these loads. If you plug everything in, some of these are going to be a little slower than their max power. But if you just have one thing plugged in, it will deliver 64 watts USB-C power delivery. And these ports here, if you have one thing plugged in, they will support the QuickCharge standard, so they can negotiate up to voltages higher than 5 volts.